everybody, welcome to a special video on my YouTube channel. And it's been a while since I've made a video, but then I thought I was going to make this video. I just returned from Nepni College of Nursing in Hajo, and I drive all the way in the morning and I drive back, and it's a really enjoyable experience to be driving to Nepni College and teaching young girls of first year BSc, GNM and Allied Health. So it's really nice because I am getting to learn a lot of things from this from the students there in that college, because they are teaching me new things. And since young people have a lot of things that they know of, and when they share it, it's great for us to learn as well. So instead of me going to share something, I think I come back as a more richer person, because they teach me a lot of things. They are vibrant, they are absolutely amazing kids, and they are raring to learn, raring to go, and they have so much of leadership quality inside them. And that is the fun part, when I get to meet young people like that, who are absolutely untouched by the cruelties of society, by the corruption of society, and then it's very nice to mold these young people. And I've been really blessed that I have been given this opportunity by Nepni College to mold these young minds into becoming future leaders. Well, apart from that, I have noticed one thing, that during what happens during these classes is that I just don't go to teach English. I just don't go to teach communication or public speaking. I go beyond that, because when I say future leaders, I am not just looking at a person who can speak English, but someone who can communicate very well, someone who can conduct himself or herself well in public life, and someone who is not scared or hesitant to speak in public. So I've noticed a lot of young people who are very hesitant, because they think that I am going to be very judgmental. They think that, that I'm going to be very judgmental if they come up with something wrong. But I keep telling them one thing, is that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay. It's wonderful. It's the best thing that you can do is to make mistakes, because if you don't make mistakes, then you are not learning in life. That is the way forward, because when you make a mistake, it's like you've learned something new, because you make a mistake and you'll make sure that you're not making the same mistake again the next time. So young kids, girls and boys both, are sometimes very hesitant, but then it'll take some time to break out of that ice and get to that forum, get to that particular stage where they will feel very comfortable with themselves being on stage talking. But then here again is the point, because I make it a point to love each and every kid, to come across as very kind to them, so that even if they make a mistake, I'm not somebody who's going to say, oh, you make that mistake. No, I would never do that, because I don't want to be so unkind, because we have grown up making mistakes. We have grown up not understanding a subject, and then we've had teachers who have not been able to decide with a question mark on our faces. So when I look at a young girl or a boy and I see that their faces are writ large with kind of confusion and all, so I make it a point to stop there and ask them, what is the point? What is it you want to ask? Do you have a question? So I think as a teacher, it is my responsibility to make them feel comfortable and at ease in their class. Not to be somebody who's going to reprimand them, and not somebody who's going to tell them that, oh my God, you made this mistake. Goodness, how could you? Now these kids are just being molded. They've just come out of college first year, and they are in their BSc first year classes. So obviously they have so much to learn. Imagine we're still learning at this stage of our lives. We're still learning. So they have so much to learn, and we have so much to contribute. So as teachers, if we are going to be unkind to them, we're going to reprimand them, we're going to be sarcastic and cynical and all the bad qualities that I can think of in a teacher, if we do that, then we will ourselves be very unhappy and unpleasant in our duties. And I think the biggest thing that a teacher can do is to be very kind, very understanding, very sensitive. Sensitivity is very important, because the minute you see and look at a child's body language, and if you understand that this child is not being able to understand, we need to stop just there and then and continue. Because today I remember I had given a letter to them to write, and then there was this whole class was facing a lot of problems. So I stopped there and then and there, and I asked them, I said, are you facing a problem? Because the first girl I noticed was unable to write a couple of lines. So I asked them, I said, are you facing some problems with grammar? Are you facing some problems in constructing sentences? And a lot of them raised their hands and said that yes, we all have this problem, and I think you need to go back and teach us some grammar. So I stopped then and there because I thought that the class was able to understand, but then it's just maybe just 2 days or 3 days with them, and I understood immediately that this was how I should go forward. I should teach them the grammar and construction of sentences and everything, and that is how. So why am I making this video is because I want all teachers to understand one thing, is that you are a teacher, you're supposed to be a friend, you're supposed to hug that child and make him or her feel comfortable. You're not supposed to make that child feel unwanted and scared and insecure in your class, because I've seen many a times when any child goes to ask any question to a teacher, then immediately the teacher would ward him or her off by saying that it's none of your business or just get lost or something like that. That's very, very uncouth of a teacher to do, because I have seen while I was sitting in the office, there was this young girl who came up to me because she had an application which needed to be submitted, and she said, I'm sorry to disturb you, but then it's only because you've given us so much space, and it's because we think we have the freedom to ask you certain questions. And I said, absolutely right. That is what I want you to do. Anytime, any problem related to your studies, to your relationship, to your mental health, anything at all, you can just come and talk to me, because I am here as your friend, as your family, as a person where you are away from your mother and your father, so you can talk to me as your best friend. So this is what I told them, and I think this is what we need to tell them, because when we send our children to school or to college, we expect that to be a second home, and we don't expect our kids to be scared, come home and say, this is what my teacher told me, this is how my teacher treated me. I don't want I don't want teachers to behave like that. So on that note, I'd like to say bye to all of you. For all of you who are teachers, please be kind to your students, because when you are kind, the student learns more. It's not like when you're unkind and strict and very demeaning and derogatory with your students that you're going to get work out of them. No, it doesn't happen like that. It's only when you're very loving and kind to your student will you get some work and some very wonderful work out of your student, because that is what you want, right? You don't want your student to do badly. You would be feeling very proud if your student does very well anywhere in the world and comes back and says, this was my teacher and who taught me this and this subject. But if you are going to be an unkind teacher, well, I don't have anything much to say about that. If you wish to be an unkind teacher, all the best, because you come across as a person who is unapproachable and doesn't give space to the student, and I don't know what to say about that. Anyway, but you can try to become a kind person. You can acquire that habit of being more kind to your students. And on that note, I'm going to say bye to all of you, and remember to be kind to your children, to your students, to everyone around you, because kindness is hard to find. Everything else is very easy, but then kindness is very hard to find. So why can't you be in that small minority of people who are very kind and loving and sensitive and sensible? So let us be in that 1% of, well, I think that's 1%, that's why I'm saying that. Anyway, bye, see you, and do subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to share this video. Bye.